Hello, and thank you for joining us today. We will go over the Fuel Sales Using HSMAI's Meet Exhibitor Tools webinar, which will illustrate the many new tools associated with HSMAI's Meet new conference. Today, with today's presentation, is myself, Craig Baker, and I've spoken to many of you in the past. You can see right there my contact information, and I urge you to do reach out to me if you do need anything associated with the show for any kind of help and assistance. But also Tara Miller, our Exhibitor Concierge, who will be your kind of right-hand woman and aid you and assist you in all of the nuances of our new event this year, HSMAI's Meet, and the many tools that will help guide you in success for this year's show.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for spending the next 30 minutes with us to get a return on participation with your involvement in HSMAI's Meet National, to be specific, for the show coming up in Washington, D.C. on September 7th and 8th. So in the next 30 minutes, we want to make it valuable to you and for you, and we'll do a few how-tos. The first how-to, after you watch and view this webinar, you should be able to learn how to do business at HSMAI's Meet National. It's a new show with new components, so we want to make sure that you know about all of the components and how you can do business at each one of them. Also, you'll learn how to prep your prospects with free pre-show email. This is important for you to do at any show, but for HSMAI's Meet, we have a specific tool that's free to you to use, and it actually has an incentive tied to it. So we'll show you how to use that. Also, we'll show you how to request one-to-one appointments using Network Now, which is another technology platform. We'll be doing a live demo so you can see how to set up your profile and find meeting planner and event planner matches for you to request appointments. And lastly, we'll build an impactful show itinerary. So using the new ways to do business and the tools available to you, we'll suggest how to set up your show itinerary to make it useful and beneficial to you. So to get started, Craig will speak about how to do business at HSMAI's Meet National starting on September 7th.
Thanks, Tara. Starting with the trade show, you'll see that our show hours, Wednesday and Thursday, are varied. So on Wednesday, we will have the show opening at 1:15 and continue through to 3:45. And this follows our general session and networking lunch for both exhibitors and attendees. And then, of course, that leads into the show part of the event, where these appointments and the interaction with our meeting planners will take place. On Thursday, we'll start a little bit earlier at 12 noon and continue to 2:30. On the show floor will be another networking lunch for both exhibitors and attendees. And this, of course, again, is where those appointments with the planners will be taking place generally at your exhibitor booth. Another aspect of the new show format is TEEM Up, and it's the reverse trade show portion of the program. It's sponsored and supported by American Express's Max Vantage Corporate Travel Buying Group, as well as ITA Group and GSA. So what they'll be doing is bringing corporate travel buyers to be present at the TEEM Up reverse trade show and available to meet with our exhibitors, and they'll be reviewing all of the exhibitor profiles and requesting appointments with you, and you'll be hearing more about that in the next week to 10 days. Another aspect that's new and exciting is Meet University, and we'll go into a little bit more about this in a bit. But what this is all about, as far as it being new, is a new way of delivering education, and this new way of delivering education provides a really good networking opportunity for our exhibitors. You'll be able to, with an open forum kind of concept, you'll be able to interact more directly with the planners that you'll be sitting next to, hear what their troubles are and challenges are and needs are, and the idea is to have a shared informational experience at these sessions. In addition to those sessions for the planners, we also have some exciting new exhibitor workshops, and they're really all about the new nuances of doing business today with the meeting planning world. And the intent, of course, is to help our exhibitors and members of HSMAI to learn how better to do business with meeting planners as things have changed out there in the industry. Things probably very fully aware of. Lastly is Meet On, and so what this is a virtual extension of our trade show, and it'll allow the planners to view what they've missed if they weren't able to attend. And it doesn't really replace the experience of being there in person, but it does give them the opportunity to see a bit of what they've missed. So a couple of sessions will be highlighted, and they will be able to go to these sessions and see fully what kind of sessions that are being covered. Hopefully, in the future, they will view this as an opportunity missed and one that they won't miss in the future, and hopefully will get their participation in person in future events, whether they're at Chicago or Southern California or next year's Meet National. In addition to this, they will also have the opportunity to see all of the exhibitors that are in our show, and it will give them the opportunity to reach out to you exhibitors and to source their needs, even if it's 3-6 months after the event. So this is an ongoing promotion to our more than 85,000 meeting planners nationwide, and in a hope to drive more business for our exhibitors.
Those are great new components and ways to do business, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into the new exhibitor workshops that Craig mentioned as part of the HSMAI University. So the HSMAI University meeting planner education has always been so reputable and so highly respected by meeting planners, and one of the reasons that they come, as well as doing business with you on the trade show floor. So it's important to us as HSMAI, you as the exhibitors are our members, and it's important that we produce education for you to make you better and specifically give you insights that will make you different. You know, we want to give you a competitive edge as members of HSMAI or as people participating in our HSMAI Meet Trade Show. So these exhibitor workshops are new this year. They will be on Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock to 11:15, and then it'll be immediately followed by the luncheon that Craig had mentioned, the keynote and opening luncheon. So you can attend the exhibitor workshops and then the luncheon, and then the trade show floor will open. But specifically, the sessions that you will be able to participate in for free are 3. The titles are below. The first one is, do you know what your meeting planners want? And this is a meeting planner panel discussion. So here you'll have different meeting planners representing different areas of the industry and scopes of work, but basically you'll learn from your clients in this lively panel discussion. We're sure that there'll be a lot of personalities and a lot of insights given through the discussion. But what is most important is you're finding out what you need to know in your interactions with meeting planners, whether it's at the show or after, what makes you different, what they want, what they need, how they pick one venue, one destination, one service provider over another. This is the way to basically act as your own focus group in your live survey of attendees. Also, the second one is competitive out there. Are you ready to succeed? All of you are probably feeling the pressures of the competitiveness in the industry. And so what we want to really maximize in this session and really drive home is how to maximize all your sales efforts, including the trade show, but more so, you know, in business in general, and how to increase your revenue. So the neat caveat about this is we do have a company that is currently shopping some of our exhibitors, meaning they are calling your sales offices and acting as a potential buyer. So what the goal is to see best practices from these shops and learn together as this group that is our industry at our show, and learn best practices with how to succeed in this industry. And lastly, the third session is prospects, where to find them and what to do with them. So this is going to be all about the prospecting process and finding the right person and knowing the process, not just the sales process, but knowing the process before sale even begins. And so this is an interactive session to hopefully help you generate incremental business by finding the right customers and knowing how to contact them in a manner that inspires the company to speak back with you. So we're really excited about the education, and I know it'll be valuable to our exhibitors. So if you can mark your calendars for Wednesday morning from 9 to 11:15, we know it'll be worth your time. Now the next thing is an actual tool that we have available to you, which Craig will describe, but this is the pre-show emailing tool and how you can prep your prospects for HSMAI's Meet National. So Craig, if you want to review some of these features.
Great, thanks Tara. Exhibitor Invites is a company that we've been working with now for several months, and what they do is provide exhibitors in many industries, actually, in the trade show world, the opportunity to send out customized invitations that appear to come from the exhibitor themselves to their prospects, current customers, really whomever you're trying to invite to visit you at the trade show booth. So in this case, what will happen is by clicking on the link, and you can see it right there, but there's a link to set up this invitation, and you can send a unique custom invitation to a certain subset of your customer base and invite them to the show. You can send a different message to a separate set of customers or prospects, and then you can do a third one. You can do up to 3 of these invitations, and there's no limit to the number of people that you can send this to. We invite you, of course, to send this to as many as possible, and of course the idea is that if all of our exhibitors are doing this, this will obviously bring more attendees to the show, which is, of course, good for everybody. But we also value your doing that and helping the overwhelming response to this that we've already seen at our West Coast show, and we'd like to reward you. So what we'll do is for every registrant that you do drive to attend the show, we will give you a $25 credit per registrant for any future HSMAI Meet event, whether that be Chicago, Long Beach, or National next year in DC. So, for instance, we had a couple exhibitors for the Long Beach show who each amassed a total of over $1,000 of future credits. So this clearly is something that both helps the show, but it also helps you in many different ways as well. And again, the service is free, but it's also 100% secure. Your clients, your list isn't shared with anybody. We don't see it. They don't capture it. It's not sold. It's completely secure, and we know that that's very important to you. But we're really excited about this service, and we've already started to see it being used very successfully at the first go of it for Long Beach. So we invite you to use this for National.
And to show you how to get there, there is that link that Craig mentioned, but what you do is go to the Exhibitor Invites website, which I have highlighted in the top URL. So you go to www.exhibitorinvites, plural, INVITES.com, and you can either click on the show from the listing that they have on that site, or to go directly to the HSMAI Meet site, you do /Meet National. And when you do that, you'll get to this website that you're seeing now. And on this website, they do have instructions on how to use the program, as well as a webinar here, which you'll see my mouse. You can view a webinar that they did, which is a short tutorial on it. And like Craig mentioned, and I'm just going to repeat it because it's so important, that no exhibitor list will be rented, sold, or used for any other purpose, even by show management. And you will see there's a PDF here that explains their security and their commitment to the list security, and it's signed by the 2 co-founders of Exhibitor Invites. So that's all listed on this site, and again, you go to exhibitorinvites.com /Meet National, and you can start taking advantage of that tool and emailing your potential and current clients. So the next tool that we want to go over with you is Network Now, and this is the tool that you use to request one-to-one appointments. So we will be doing a live demo for you, but the website, how you get to this, is you can go to the Meet National website. So if you go to www.hsmaimeet.com, you'll go to the show site. You click National, which will bring you to the National show. Go over to Exhibit, because that's what you're doing with us, and down to Network Now. And that will drive you to the portal. So again, you go to hsmaimeet.com, click on the National show, and then you go to Exhibit, and down to network